Hello friends and welcome to Chadowfax Games. I'm playing Baldur's Gate. I barely survived a fight at the end of the last game, used a lot of potions and even a resurrection scroll if I remember correctly. Wasn't expecting that difficult of a fight right away. I really should have been more prepared for that. What's this? Mugwort. I did figure out how to set up camp to get a long rest. Camp's still inside the crypt, sort of. So before I take a long rest, I'm just going to check out my journal. Found a way into the abandoned ruins. Recruited a half-elf named Shadowheart. Met a strange elf. That's Astarion. A wizard named Gale joined the party. Yep, so completed quest, companion quest, main quest. Alright, good. Alright, I'm just going to go to my inventory, if I can. Character sheet, maybe? Yeah, inventory is in the character sheet. Alright, so got a decent amount of stuff. I just want to check my loadout. Anything in the way of armor? Okay, so yeah, the others just have their basic starting gear. Currently I have Scale Mail of Vengeance, which is disadvantage on stealth checks, but any heavy armor will be. Gold embroidery covers the inside of the tabard right over the heart. By any means necessary, I will fight the greater evil, showing no mercy for the wicked. Yep. Might as well put on a necklace, right? Until I can find something that actually does something. Let's do the silver locket. Okay, so my current weapon is a war hammer. I want to get a great hammer if possible. Or a great axe or great sword, possibly. Yeah, so just looking, Warhammers, yeah, so, if I could go to great sword or a great axe, because I chose that fighting style. In the meantime, I have a warhammer and shield, so nothing to worry about there. I'm just gonna talk to my companions quick.
I've heard you can't get blood from a stone, but apparently you can get a wizard from one. Gale seems interesting.
What's the story with that odd little... I won't go straight for that. What do you think of all that's happened to us so far?
We haven't gone all that far yet. What are you referring to exactly?
You must have thoughts about our little stowaways.
Must I? Thinking about it won't help. We know what to do, so let's do it. Find a way to rid ourselves of these things. We've no solid leads right now, though. We'd best get hunting. If you discover anything that might help us, I'm all ears.
What will you do if we actually manage to remove the tadpoles?
I suppose we'd go our separate ways. Not a slight on your company, of course.
No reason for us to not stay together if we get on well.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. If we do survive, we'll have separate lives to return to. I need to get to Baldur's Gate. There's someone waiting for me there. Someone I have to reach. As soon as possible.
Seems personal. I won't pry if it's not something you want to talk about.
Thank you. And you're right. It's a delicate matter. Not something for light conversation.
How am I holding up in your
I
estimations?
must admit, you've been a surprise. And not an unpleasant one. Kindred spirits are few and far between for me. Besides, you saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. How can I do anything but sing your praises?
What's the story with that odd little artifact you had?
There's no story. None that you're entitled to hear, anyway. Just forget you ever saw it.
We should get to know each other a little more.
Must we? No harm in a little mystery, don't you think?
We have to rely on each other. Easier if we knew each other as well.
Easier's often less interesting. Besides, we've plenty of reason to rely on each other already. You can't confide in just anyone about a monster in your head.
You're deflecting. Are you hiding something from me?
Say for a moment that I was. Do you think your blunt approach would get me to confess?
I'll let it go. I suppose not. We can let the matter rest for now if you'd
Good.
rather.
I like you, and you did save my life. I wouldn't want to sour things between us. Not while we need each other.
Alright. Let's talk to Asterion.
So, we've picked up a wizard who managed to get stuck in his own portal. Hardly a promising introduction.
On the other hand, you tried to slit my throat when we met, so I can think of worse things than being stuck in your own portal. Tell me about yourself.
What's to tell? I'm a magistrate back in the city. It's all rather tedious.
You're not versed in magic, are you?
Of course I am. I'm infused with the powers of my oath.
Oh, I do apologize. I meant to ask, are you studied in magic? Namely, are you a wizard? Which you are not. If you meet any elder wizards, let me know. There is a matter I'd like to seek advice on from a master. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Tell me a bit more about yourself.
Let's see. I hail from Waterdeep, City of Splendors. I am a wizard of considerable acclaim and scholar of exceptional accomplishment. I have a cat, a library, and a weakness for a good glass of wine. And if the mood takes me, I'm known to try my hand at poetry. There.
Don't stop there. You must have many stories to tell about your adventures as an archmage.
Didn't that paint enough of a picture?
Try peering into his mind. If he won't open up, you'll sneak in. This might make him mad, but let's give it a shot. Nope. I can use inspiration to roll again. Let's give it a try. Nope, still not good enough. Alright, continue.
Try as you might to breach his inner thoughts, Gale swats your efforts away with infuriating ease.
I have a very disciplined mind. Those tricks won't work on me. Please don't try that again unless I invite you to.
Okay. Need to build some trust, and that probably wasn't a great way to do it. Just poke around where we're camped out here. Alright, yep, let's end the day. You have enough camp supplies to restore all hit points and spell slots if you long rest. Alright, I have, someone in the camp still wishes to speak to you go to bed anyway? No. Talk.
Go to hell.
Was there anything in particular I did to deserve such a greeting?
Oh, nothing. Nothing. I'm just poorly making a point. Go to hell. An everyday expression. So trivial it's almost meaningless. But we've seen hell. It's real. And it isn't trivial.
I'll watch the flames in silence.
Devils, dragons, mind flayers. They used to be abstracts. Pictures on a piece of paper. What a difference a day makes. Now we have tadpoles slithering through our heads like carnivorous feti. That's not abstract.
What can I say but that you're right, we're in deep you-know-what?
Point well made. I see. I'll wake you bright and early. We'll need to find a healer before the wee one gets hungry.
Alright. No. Okay, so there's another conversation over here. Shadowheart?
What were you two talking about?
We were just discussing next steps.
I see. I'd be careful with Gale.
You don't trust Gale.
He's a wizard. All they care about is power. Let's hope we rapidly find a healer. You seem reliable. I think you know how important it is that we find someone who can cure us. Best if we focus on that.
Let's not abandon all caution. This is unfamiliar territory.
Caution is a luxury we don't have. Let's rest and wake up at first light.
Asterion approved of that response. Yep, so that's the conversations. Gonna go ahead and go to bed. Okay.
A calm night is a mercy, yet your eyes refuse to stay closed. Every time they flicker shut, the tadpole seems to twitch behind them. Dragons, geese, and the hells themselves have come after you. Yet it is this creature that lingers in your skull.
Force the tadpole out of your mind. Think of home instead. That'll do.
Baldur's Gate feels almost like a dream, after everything that has happened to you. Yet it is a dream of hope. You may be countless miles away, but it isn't an impossible journey. You will see those gates again. That promise sinks deep into your heart as your eyes drift shut.
Alright, it's morning, everyone's healed up, abilities are reset. It's interesting that it takes supplies in order to long rest, so you can't just long rest whenever. That does align with the rules of D&D, where you have to daily consume food and water. Alright, any new conversation options?
Something the matter?
Nope. I could sit.
There's plenty of space at camp. No need to crowd me.
Alright. Well, let's get going. Alright, so we were inside this crypt and had fought off the bandits. I think, yep. Hopefully this staircase is no longer... Oh, nope, it's still there. Oops. Leather armor. Disarm trap kit. Thieves' tools, yes. Gold. This is all pretty good. Basic poison. Journey through the jungle. The sun has fallen below the horizon when I first heard its call. 1,000 reed pipes at once, whistling a single beautiful, terrible song. "Oola, Thulong," said Ja. "It's coming." Ja dropped her pack and scurried up the nearest fighter. With a bit more effort, I climbed a tree of my own, and the two of us surveyed the grass ground beneath. Ah woo! There it was again, above and beneath and all around, so close my skull vibrated from the sound. The ferns and foliage under me rippled and swayed. Ja held a finger to her lips to demand my silence, and in one motion it snatched her. A vine? A tentacle? It hardly mattered. The hunter had found its prey. Ja's screams swelled when it then faded as Ulu Thalong dragged her away. I leapt down to give chase, but the creature left no mark behind. The grasses were untrampled, the shrubs unbroken. I had only the memory of that harrowing call to guide me. Sounds exciting. All right. Hopefully I'll be able to sell this stuff. Looking around, keep poking around. This was a shrine, but we weren't sure who it's to. Here's the entryway. Okay, yeah, here's where initially came in. So I did poke around that room. Alright, what's through this door? The Curse of the Vampire, I believe I've read that one already. Death and Divinity, a godly guide. Death is too powerful a force for even a single god to contain. It is a duty that has been passed from hand to hand, splintered into smaller pieces, disease, war, funeral rites. But there must always be an overseer of the cycle as life falls away. For countless aeons, it was Jurgel, the lord of the end of everything, presided over mortality with his unblinking stare, until he grew weary. Young Baal, Bane, and Merkel must have thought themselves conquerors when they came for the god of death, yet he used their ambitions to free himself. Merkel claimed primacy over death from Jurgel's bargain. but even he does not rule death alone. What is murder if not the most violent of deaths, seized by Baal in his incessant greed? What need would there be for noble Kelemvor to judge passing souls if one deity could hold the process entire? Even gods can die after all. Those who worship death should remember that above all else. More Curse of the Vampire books. I'm hoping to be able to maybe sell some of this stuff, but if not, I'll drop it if I get overloaded. Tin Cup. Not really interested. Alright, so just kind of a dead-end room there. Okay, I'm gonna... I threw the caustic sludge here, and then now I need to jump over it. Oh, looks like Gale decided to wait down here. No books. At least not new ones. The Unclaimed. In life, her service had been impeccable. Daily did she devote herself to the Lady of Loss. Daily did she free herself from the tyranny of memory. All in time was lost to her, her relations, her preferences, even her own name. Upon the altar of her devotion placed she the ultimate offering, her emptied mind. And when she died, when she awoke in death and found herself standing in the pale and faded city of judgment, she waited for the Lady of Loss to retrieve her. 1,000,000 souls and more passed her in colorless gusts, but no hand materialized in her hand, no voice. Alright. Nope. Another Curse of the Vampire. Mortal View, Eyewitness. The guild seal on the inside cover belongs to a primitive collective in Baldur's Gate. Of course I remember. Knew the second that girl was walking that she'd be trouble. A little thief. Always in everyone's business, and that ward of Gorian went right along with her. No surprise a wicked god's blood was running in their veins. Anonymous, Candlekeep. Saravik and his lot are always the first ones that come to mind. You know this all started with that bit of iron in Nashkel? Everyone thought their weapons would rot out of their hands. Back then, I thought the problem was bad trade. Never took the man for a son of Baal. Amnian mercenary, interviewed on his deathbed. You dare speak that name to me? My mistress was turned to ash fighting those forsaken wretches. I curse Baal, I curse Irenicus, I curse you. Hostile vampire, Arthkatla slums. The 5 tore Tether to pieces. I don't think anyone expected more Baal spawn showing up would fix the war that a pack of them started. Then again, they were all inclined to killing each other, eh? Good riddance. Here's hoping everyone last one of them has been wiped off the face of Faerun. What's the name of this book? That was a Saradish merchant. I'm not authorized to be talking about any murder with someone like you. Take it up with the Sea Tower if you want to argue. But honestly, who cares if a Baal spawn got it stuck to them? Their father's the killing type, after all. That's a Flaming Fist gauntlet at Baldur's Gate. Several hundred more interviews follow, most of them terse. Yep. Interesting. Mortal View, Eyewitness Accounts. Okay, so same. The Unclaimed. I think Yeah, I exited before I finished. 1,000,000 souls had passed her in colorless gusts, but no hand materialized in her hand. No voice whispered instructions in her ear. No guidance proffered itself from the bleached and barren sky. Immaterial time passed around her like air, coming and going. And still the goddess did not come for her devotee. Kelemvor pitied her as much as the Lord of the Dead is able, but could not intervene. This cleric of the Lady of Loss, unclaimed despite her worthiness, might yet have one more lesson to learn, that not of forgetting, but being forgotten. Right? there. Another mortal view. Picking up a lot of books. Another Curse of the Vampire.
No traps, please.
And there's a pile of books here. Okay. Open. A bowl, plate, I don't need those.
You do not recognize the language on the plaque.
Can I? Yep. Chapel records. Fine dust coats the pages of this weathered book. Beneath the bone-white powder, hundreds of short obituaries are recorded in tiny script. Robian Tipple, Ilmater, drowning. Ivaean Arkinson, Ogma, for an internal rot. Devrin Sulune, fever. Oh, so those are different gods, I think. Sulune is definitely a god or goddess.
That's curious.
There's a handle there. I'm gonna check this chest first. Why not some candles? So there is a handle there. I just want to poke around this side, see if there's anything I haven't got. Right. So when an object is highlighted, I can use the directional arrows to change what I'm highlighting. That's handy. Oh. Mortal View. Death and Divinity. So, yep, read all those. The Unclaimed. So these are all just duplicates. Should I take an ink and quill? Yeah, why not? Have at least one. Alright, let's see what this handle does.
What was that?
Just pull a handle in a strange crypt. Yep. Okay, Gale followed this time. Asterion? Was this door open before? It was not. Asterion.
Don't touch me.
Yeah, alright. He didn't want to hurt himself, which, fair enough. But
No
we
time
need
to
to
rest.
stick together. I don't think this was open before. Dank crypt.
This place wasn't built for the living.
Take that necklace. Yep. Scroll of protection from good and evil. Alright. Gold, always useful. Nothing in the vase. Okay, so there's 2 doors here. Yeah, I'll try the one on the right.
Nasty surprise. Caution is warranted here.
Okay, thank you.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Oh dear. Someone's left a trap out for us.
Trap.
Let's disarm this trap. That won't do it. Let's do that again. Nope. Won't do it.
Carefully. There's a trap.
We just went into turn-based mode. I think we're gonna run out of here. Yep, okay. Oh, there's grease. Okay,
Another step forward.
yeah, I think this is gonna be bad. So... Okay.
What am I to do?
I don't think I need to jump, so I think I can work my way around. So we'll just also dash.
This way.
Okay.
Quite ready for you.
Nope. Starion?
I'm not here for chit-chat.
I didn't mean to end his turn. If Astarion gets killed, then I hit the wrong button.
I venture forth.
Okay.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Careful, I bite. Don't linger.
All right.
a magic touch.
Let's just get out of here.
Keep a blade close. Watch your back.
Elminster's not around, so might as well.
Yep.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Yeah.
Don't waste a step.
Can't afford to stay idle. Have to keep pushing.
Watch your back. Go.
Charmed, I'm sure.
I wonder,
Oh,
like,
yes,
can I exit out of turn-based mode now? Like, I'm well out of the actual danger.
As you wish.
Let's get going.
No time to dally.
All right. How for a skeleton key?
Alright.
Is that blood? No, never mind.
I think we're good. That trap is just gonna keep triggering. Alright. Asterion. I should have... Notch. Lay on hands. There we go. Let's keep moving.
Armed scribes, but no sign of a struggle.
Scroll of burning hands. Quarterstaff. Shadowheart said something. I didn't hear what it was, though. There's a cave this way. Quarterstaff. Dagger. Yep, Asterion is the one with the best decks.
What a day.
Lockpick.
Let's crack it open.
Scroll of protection from good and evil.
I've got a long road ahead.
I'm just gonna check this way quick.
Looks like someone wanted to bury their secrets.
Okay.
This book is far lighter than it should be with such a massive lock.
Paladin and Wisdom channeled the magic spark of your oath through the lock. Beautiful, 19.
As the lock opens, a loose page comes with it. Magic pulses from the parchment.
Nice.
What was once script is now an obliterated scrawl. You have a sense these are names, a list. But of what?
Religion, examine the book more closely.
Gods. These are the names of gods, once lost but now restored after the Second Sundering. Entire pantheons have dwindled and been reborn, silently recorded by this book.
I failed an investigation save. Okay, I'll go ahead and take that book. Asterion, pick the lock, please.
How delicious. Should be easy.
Yep, we got that. 23. Polish string. A soul coin.
An iron coin.
And a halberd.
I prefer gold. I'll take it.
No one back home will ever believe this.
Alright. Gonna come on down.
That's Jurgle, scribe of the dead. I didn't think anyone still worshipped him.
Okay.
The inscription is in a language unknown to you.
Nothing around this way. Scimitar, I'll take it. Heavy key. Chalices and cups. Not really concerned about that. Over on this side, there's a door.
Something over there.
Uh-oh. We've got some zombies.
Hells. Something just woke up down here.
Entombed scribes is what they are. Ooh, okay. So, interesting.
Over here.
Just out of range. We've got protect an ally against the attacks and powers of aberrations, celestials, elementals, fey, fiends, and undead. I'm pretty sure these guys are undead. Oh, not enough movement. Okay. Can we get close enough to hit him? Nope, still at disadvantage. I can dash as a bonus action. Okay, move up just ever so slightly. I don't think I have the sneak attack. Yep. Hamstring. Okay, so my standard range is 4 to 9 damage. Also 4 to 9, but I can hamstring them. Portent die. Asterion used hamstring shot on an entombed warrior. Entombed warrior needs 15 to save. They rolled 21. Yeah, I'll use a portent die of 4. Okay. Going to have him come back here.
What should I do?
Scroll of Detect Thoughts. Invoke Duplicity. Healing Ward. Turn Undead. Pray to turn all undead that can see you. Yeah, so...
On I go.
How many of them can see me? At least 2. 3. Maybe. Do I want to wait to do that? Yeah, I want to wait to do that, so we'll Sacred Flame. If he's in range. It's a hit. Yep.
What now?
Okay, and then we'll wait for the, we'll wait for them to get closer before I turn undead.
Very well.
Do I have a ranged attack at all? Yep. Yep.
May the dice roll in my favor. Step by step.
How many spell slots does he have? Just 3? Okay, I'm gonna move him up. Maybe he'll be in range of... Nope. Alright, so how about him? I'll try the portent die. Yep, alright. I don't like being all grouped up like this. Oh, Shadowheart is silenced. I don't like that because it means she probably can't turn undead. We'll find out. So these guys are spellcasters, which, like I said, I don't like being all grouped up like this. Oh, Ray of Frost. This is going to be tricky. All right, Asterion. Go ahead.
Let's move. Ready or no?
Got to keep fighting.
Okay. Is turn undead still a possibility? Doesn't appear so. Oh, okay, yep. Alright, yep. No longer silenced. Okay, so that is an area of effect. Yep, so... good. Turn undead.
Time to push my luck again. Cutting to the chase.
I don't fancy their chances.
Okay, I've definitely got to get Gale outside of the silence. Alright. Boom, one down. Yep, more silenced. Okay, I'm gonna have him dash out. And then hopefully I can have him healed up by either Shadowheart or myself. So dash out to about here.
Step quick.
Can't afford to let up.
Hey, Shadowheart, you're coming out.
Take you.
Alright. Astarion's healed up.
Can't even catch my breath.
Okay. Beautiful. Doing pretty decent here.
Let me recite their demise.
Okay. How many hit points does this guy have? 10. Not bad. I'm a little concerned about Gale going off on his own, otherwise I'd have him go back and do the other guy. Critical miss. Alright. Ray of Frost. Yep. Silenced again. Yep. Okay. I wanted to use that protection of good and evil, but I keep winding up in the spell attack. Gonna have him come after this guy.
What's the plan?
Can Shadowheart make it out? Probably not.
Have to keep going.
Still on my feet.
Okay, ranged attack. Yep, alright.
A tale for the ages.
Where's the other guy? Down there. I am exposing Gale a bit here. But let's do... Nope. Okay. I think now is the time I can do a sneak attack.
Got to focus. On I go.
Okay, no longer silenced. Missed.
Nothing important is ever easy.
Okay, I think
Light on my feet.
just hitting him with a arrow should do the trick, as long as I can actually hit.
Mistra Rill.
Alright, done.
Rising from the dead just to protect some dusty old baubles.
They're unthinking cadavers. I may as well feel sorry for a breadbasket.
I looted them all already, didn't I? I did indeed. So I believe the lesson is...
A lot of effort to hide one sarcophagus.
Be careful about pushing buttons in tombs. Amulet of Lost Voices. Examine. Level 3, Speak with Dead, or Speak with Dead, so it lets you cast Speak with Dead. I'll take it. Can't argue with that.
Here lies the guardian of tombs. Through knowledge comes atonement.
Interesting. Uh-oh.
So he has spoken, and so thou standest before me. Right, as always. What a curious way to awaken. Now, I have a question for thee. What is the worth of a single mortal's life?
What manner of undead are you to ask such a question?
I am not the same as those thou hast slain, if that is what thou askest. Wilt thou answer my question?
Yes, ask away.
So, I ask again, what is the worth of a single mortal life?
In my experience, that depends on what the mortal looks like. Yeah, people don't like tieflings. Yeah, I'll go with my paladin. That depends on the virtue of the life that is lived.
I am curious by what standards thou shalt judge. Very well. I am satisfied. We have met, and I know thy face. We will see each other again at the proper time and place. Farewell.
Okay. There's a soul coin and 176 gold. Alright. Not really making progress on the main quest, but I've met Withers, who I do remember from my previous playthrough. So I think he'll be at camp the next time we're there, if I remember correctly. Yep. It's this way. Use? Oh hey, a ladder. Oh hey, here's the trapdoor I was trying to pick earlier. Okay. Yeah, beautiful. So it was the back door to this chapel. Wasn't there a couple of dig spots here? So I do need to remember to come back here once I have access to a shovel. Yeah. So didn't really discover much in the chapel. But got some golden treasure. So looking at my map, so here's the crash site. Don't know if you can really come down this way at all, possibly with flying, because the pathways all led through here. So this is, I could have gone up here, or I could go up one of these directions. Yep, so nothing worth much in the chapel. What's this? Oh yeah, I found a item noted about a hidden cache. That's where I pulled Gale out. These are fast travel points. Okay, so When I come back, I'll look at exploring north of the crash site. Hopefully, eventually find someone who can get this tadpole out of us. In the meantime, thank you so much for watching this. If you enjoy my content, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.